Hello YouTube friends, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, The Painted South. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my summer decor takedown as well as going through all of my autumn decor that I have on hand here already. And some of it is new, some of it I've been collecting over the years. I'm really going to try not to buy anything at all this year. Maybe like a couple little things. But I know a lot of us are trying to watch what we're spending right now. The economy's crazy, and it's just something that you have to work around and you still want to decorate. So I encourage you to use what you have and revamp things that you have that you may not like the way they look. You may want something fresh. You can totally revamp what you have, and we're going to be doing some of that in upcoming videos for fall decor. But today we're just going to be going through and looking at all of my bins and things that I've had packed up. So there's a lot of it to share. You may get some ideas with some of the things that I've purchased already and how I might use some things. And I still have some things that I need to pull out, so I won't be sharing every single thing that I'm going to use in my autumn decor today, but it's a lot to share. So let's get started. Let's take down all of my summer decor and we're going to pack that up, and then we're going to go through all of my autumn decor. Well, most of it. All right, so let's get started. So far, I've gathered most of the summer greenery, a couple of shells, conch shells, these pears, and these two light blue containers I had gotten from Hobby Lobby on clearance a year or so ago. And I think I could still maybe use these if I wrapped them in burlap or something like that, but I've had them out for a while, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pack them up. I don't want to paint them, at least yet. And I have that lighter blue color here in these pillows. And I love this yellow color. You can work with anything throughout all seasons, any color. But for me, I get kind of bored of things anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take these up. And then this painting is definitely going to be swapped out for either a mirror or a fall painting or print. Have to see what I have or what I might be able to find. But I do love this painting. It definitely screams summer to me though. So we'll be switching that out. Okay, before I go any further, I need to find a bin and put all of this summer greenery in. I think I have some more, maybe in a few different rooms around the house. So I'm going to make sure I have it all and put that away. I'm going to put the pears away. You could use those for fall, but I've already had them out for a long time. Those green candlesticks that I painted in a previous video, I'm going to keep those mainly for summer. These little fern wreaths I could actually use for fall if I mixed in some different little fall picks or something. So I may leave these out for now, and then I can always pack them away if I don't use them. So I will set those aside. All right, so I'm going to put this up and then we'll keep going. Now I may end up putting these in a separate bin later on, but for now I'm just trying to collect everything. So I'll know that they're in here because this is a clear bin and I'll be able to see it. Now, you may not have noticed these two items. They were on the fireplace mantle. I'm sorry, they were on the fireplace hearth in the last video. I just kind of breezed over them, but the colors in this vase are absolutely gorgeous. I love them, and there are colors of fall, but it really, to me, says summer. And this could be used anytime. Of course, blue and white can be used all throughout the year, but I've already had it out for a while. That's one of my favorite pieces, of course. Summer brings so many wonderful things to our lives each year. Bright sunny days, fresh garden vegetables and juicy fruits, days on the lake and evening walks on the beach, family cookouts, graduations, Independence Day celebrations, camping trips, and one of my favorites, thunderstorms. I think the simplest things in life are often the best memories of summer. Anything from collecting seashells, listening to the waves roll in, and surrounding yourself with freshly cut flowers and greenery. I love cozying up my kitchen sink area with little treasures. I spend a lot of time right here every day, making nectar for the hummingbirds, watching the other bird feeder, looking for deer passing through, and washing what seems to be endless dirty dishes from homemade baked sweets or homemade popcorn for movie nights. And every single morning starts right here with a fresh pot of coffee. Now, I know some people may not like to change their decor every few months, but I love it. It creates a fresh start for the next season and seals in the memories from the one before. I just had to take a short break from the summer takedown to sit on the screened-in porch when this thunderstorm rolled in. Okay, so now we're in the guest room. I am using this, since we don't have any guests right now, I'm using this to stage all of the fall decor. Not all of it, actually, just a part of it. And I just needed a place I could sort of pile everything. This is usually upstairs in the bonus room, and it's been some of it in the garage, but I wanted a place on the main level to kind of dig through things and see what I have. And I'm going to carry some things out onto the kitchen table. Now, obviously, I won't use everything in these bins, so I'll take out what I need and then take the bins up with the rest of the things. So you may remember these from last year. I got these at Southern Salvage in Columbia, and they're pillow covers. They are super thick. Like, the quality is amazing. And I can't remember what I paid for them at this point. I feel like they were less than 20 bucks. I don't remember, but this color is gorgeous. It's perfect for fall, and it's really deep, so it can go with a lot of things, I think. It's not like really orange, it's that deep rust color, and I just love it. Now, below these pillow covers are some curtains. Now, the lighting in here is a little off because it's storming outside. So these are the curtains. Now, I got these at HomeGoods for $39.99 per pair. They are textured chenille. Now, let me see if I can get the brand here. Studio Luxe. Now, I got these last year, so I don't know if they'll have them again, but you might be able to find them online. And they're really nice. They're not lined. So when I put these up, I like to put a neutral color plain curtain behind them because they don't have a liner, and I don't like from the outside for anybody to see random colored curtains, if that makes sense. So anyway, not necessary, but the ones that I got on Amazon that I have in the kitchen and living room, they have similar colors of those online, colors like this. So I was considering purchasing some, but I'm not sure. I'm trying not to spend a whole lot of money this year. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling the same way with the economy the way it is. So I'm probably just going to use the ones I already have for fall. Now, I may get some neutral ones, or I may get some for Christmas, something like that, but I do have these for fall, so I might as well use them or just leave up those peat green ones. Now, this is a thrifted lamp. I think I showed it in a haul. If I didn't, here it is. It's a dark green, and it has all of these really pretty flowers on it. I think it's kind of more for fall. I don't know, that greenery looks kind of summery, doesn't it? But I love the color, so I'm probably gonna try to incorporate this somewhere for fall. I have this wall bird cage with a mirror. Has a mirror in the back. I might use that. Now here I have some of the copper pieces. This big copper bucket. I think this was an old ice bucket or something. I forget. This one's all tattered up. I think I got it for like 50 or 55 bucks, but I don't mind that it's beat up because it just adds some character. And then inside I have different copper pots and things that I have thrifted or purchased at antique stores along the way. So I like all of those warm tones. I'm probably going to use a lot of that throughout the home. That's the plan anyway. It's subject to change. It is still raining outside. I don't know if you guys remember this painting, if you've been following me for a long time. That's the one I got at a thrift store for $3.25. I'm not kidding. It's so beautiful, and I love the colors. I kind of think it is more for summer, but I'm going to leave that one up. It's a landscape painting, and this is a guest room. I'm not going to go too crazy in here, I don't think, so probably leave that one up. I love it. Okay, I have some baskets. These pumpkins that I got at HomeGoods that light up. Those are those amber candlesticks that they have at Hobby Lobby. They're brand new. I didn't even use them last year. I love those. Love, love, love those. What do we have in here? Crazy Pumpkin Lady. 100% me. And look at the little pocket. With that little trim. It's adorable. Okay, what else is this? All right, I also have this little set of kitchen towels I did not use last year. They have pom-poms on the bottom. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love that little pattern. Set of 2. I don't know how much these were. $7.99. That's not too bad for an embroidered towel. Yep, they're the same on both of those. Adorable. And it looks like I got another set last year. Obviously, I would not use these for actual cooking. They would be a mess in no time. But they'll be really cute to display. So love those. This is a little scarf I thrifted just to sort of drape in a basket or something. That's an idea for you. If you can't find a throw, if you just need a little bit of a smaller piece of fabric, well, just use a piece of fabric. Or you can find fall scarves all the time at thrift stores for usually around $1 or $2. think that one's cute. I do have this runner. I liked it last year. I don't know if I'll be using it. I don't know where I'll be using it. It has kind of light blue on it, which I really liked. And these colors, I'm not sure. It depends. I don't know if I'm going to use it this year. If I do, it may be in one of the bedrooms or somewhere. Not sure if I'm going for those colors this year. I also have this runner. I actually prefer this one because it's nice and plain, and then that makes the decor on top stand out instead of having a busy runner like that last one or this one. I mean, I like both of them, but sometimes it's nice to have a plain runner, just sort of plain things. Oh, this is actually, I'm sorry, this is not a runner. This is a pillowcase, an embroidered pillowcase. Super pretty. Definitely will be using this one. And you can use the back, the plain side if you'd like. Now this was a tablecloth and I cut it up last year and I used it for curtains in the kitchen. So that's an idea. If you can't find curtains that you like for fall, just take a tablecloth and cut it. I mean, they're usually a lot more inexpensive than curtains. And yeah, I just kind of folded that over. I mean, if you sew, you could seam it or use tape or whatever. But I just folded it over like that and hung it up in the kitchen. So anyway, that's what I did with that last year. So I'm not sure if I am going to use these this year, but it's good to go through all of the things that you have and just sort of see what you already have before you go out shopping. Now this piece I found at a thrift store in Georgia last year. The paint job is a little bit, I kind of wish it were a little bit more plain, but I do love it. And it's the colors for fall. It's a really pretty, like, deep burnt orange kind of color with the dark green. So it's perfect for fall. I'll probably leave it the way it is. It was repaired at some point right there, and I didn't notice that when I purchased it, but it's fine. You'll never see it when it's on display. So I'll be using that for sure. I may end up just getting rid of some of this stuff. I don't need all of this. I have white pumpkins. I have some metal ones down here that you put candles in. There's some more cream colored ones. Let's see. Some of these little guys. Let's see what other pumpkins we can find. Okay, the next bin has a ton of pumpkins. I think it's safe to say that I probably don't need to buy any more. If I want a different color, I can just paint some of the ones that I already have. I think I have every size and color that I've collected over the years. Let's see what we have in this one. Looks like some faux cabbage. Love that dark purple color with orange. It always looks so good. Some corn stalks, these rustic pumpkins. Love those. And if you like these, you can just take a dark glaze to some of the ones you already have, and it would give you the same effect. I might do that on some this year that are too bright. Oh, those are some velvet pumpkins. I have several of those from Hobby Lobby. Love those. Great investment. Love adding lots of velvet curtains, pillows, and pumpkins, of course. I think I got 3 or 4 of those colors. I'm sure they have them this year. Now I have these feather ornaments from Christmas from like 2 years ago, and I've had an idea for these, and I'm hoping I have the time to remake them, do them over, and use them for fall. And I also have some of these sunflowers and just different florals in there. So lots of fun stuff in that bin. Okay, this bin looks interesting. Now, this type of greenery I think is fantastic for late fall decorating. I may try to incorporate some into early fall, I'm not sure. But this really dark, deep dark color to me reminds me a little more of like Thanksgiving instead of October, which is more orange. So I may try to mix them together, or I may add these later on in fall. It is only August when I am recording this video, and I'm just getting things ready to decorate. But that's sort of my thought, is that this is kind of like late fall, so it would be good to refresh your fall decor with a few things like this as it gets closer to Thanksgiving, if you even care to do like two different looks for the fall. And then have some of those leaves. Looks like a harvest sign back there. Lots of goodies in this one. Here is another one of those slanted pumpkins. See the paint on there? I don't know. It's not my favorite. They might be okay on the porch. I'm thinking about taking some of these and using an exterior polyurethane to give them a coat. I'm just afraid it might mess the whole thing up. I'll have to practice on one, but I do have two of these, so that's good. Got this little pillow last year. I call this Maxine's pillow. I know it's hard to tell, but it's very small. This one usually comes out and I either use it as our sugar bowl or as a candy dish, like on an end table in the living room. It is kind of a light blue, but I love the leaf on that. Isn't that finished pretty? I love that. I think this was Pier 1. Yeah, this was Pier 1. So you know I didn't get it recently. I got it a few years ago or so before they closed down. But I like that one. Well, I think it's safe to say I have enough of this color. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have some more in another bin. Anyway, I love these. They do have that sort of splattery paint finish, but for some reason it looks better on these to me than that color. But isn't that pretty? They'll go with so many different things. I'm pretty sure these were Hobby Lobby as well. Some of the stems are a little bit different color. So, love those. If you watched one of my more recent hauls, I shared that I got these at Carolina Pottery in Columbia, or West Columbia. And I got 3 of those. Well, I really hate to admit this, but that is not all of my autumn decor. Yes, I know. I need to purge. I need to get rid of some things that I'm not using anymore, which is hard for me because I always think, well, I could use it next year. So I'm going to continue going through all of my fall decor. I hope you enjoyed seeing the takedown of my summer decor and some of the things that I'm going to be working with for autumn decor, and that is coming up in the next video. We're going to get started because I have a lot to do, so I need to go ahead and get at it, even though it's still very hot outside. Hopefully by the time I'm mostly done, the temperatures will have started to cool off, and I do have some some really amazing recipes to share with you this year. That's something I've never done, but I do have a couple up my sleeve that are family favorites. They're always a hit, so I would like to share those with you later on in the fall season. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your love and support. I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the rest of your summer and preparing to decorate for fall. Until the next video, bye for now.